Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to Rainy Day Guitar. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a fun little folk song that you all know. She'll be coming around the mountain. You can go to Rainy Day Guitar. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. And you can print off the words with the chords above it. I actually have it in two different keys for you, in the key of D and the key of G. Neither of these require a bar chord, so this puts this at the beginning level. Super, super easy. It's summer here and everybody camping, and you know, this is the perfect song to sing around the campfire with little kids. The words are so easy. They can just kind of pick it right up and you can teach it to them. But if you get up there and you don't have the chords in front of you, sometimes with everybody there on the spot, it's like, I want the chords in front of me. So it's just a lot easier to have this printed out and get a little campfire folder and take it up with you and sing, 10 or 15 songs around the campfire. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to start out and I'll play you, I've got 5 verses on both of these pages. It's, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses. So we'll all go out to meet her when she comes. So we'll all have chicken and dumplings and we'll be singing hallelujah. So those are the 5 kind of main verses. I'm going to show you maybe 1 or 2 in D, and then I will go and show you 1 or 2 in G. Super easy, okay? All right, the best pick for this is to go have your alternating bass notes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. Yeehaw! She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. And then you just keep on. So we'll all go out to meet her. So we'll all have chicken and dumplings, and we'll be singing hallelujah. Okay, so that is it in the key of D. I'm going to show you that first. Okay. So basically, what you really need to know on this song are your bass notes, and if you do not, go to my beginning tab. Man, I wished I would have printed off the thing. But anyway, in my beginner tab on my website at rainydayguitar.com, you can go click there, and the second or third, I gotta remember, is it second or third? I don't ever remember. But anyway, the second or third item is a chord sheet, beginning chord sheet, and it's got all the chords on both of these 2 versions that you could possibly need. And the cool thing is it tells you which is the main bass note and which is your alternating bass note. So for example, above the chord G, pretend this is a little chord chart, it'll have an arrow on top pointing to the 6th string. That's your main bass note, and a dot above the 4th string, which means you're going to alternate between 6 and 4 on G. On D, your main bass note is going to have an arrow pointing to 4. Your alternating bass note is 5. So you don't just want to go, so what I'm doing, let me show you the pick, okay? So I'm going, my ring finger goes on the 1st string, tall man on the 2nd, pointer on the 3rd, and my thumb handles 6, 5, and 4. He handles the bass notes, okay? That is where your hands are permanently going to be assigned to for this song, all right? So you're going to play the chord D. Hopefully you know these chords. If you don't, go get them off my website, all right? And your main bass note is 4. Now I'm going to pluck, and it just says pluck, and that means pluck 1, 2, and 3 together, okay? So for a minute, just sit here and go like that. 4, pluck, 4, pluck, 4, pluck, 4, pluck. And when you get good at that, then switch from 4, pluck, 5, pluck, 4, pluck, 5, pluck. Okay, and if you've never played guitar before, that's harder than it looks, okay? but practice, and you can do it within a couple of days, okay? 4, some people can do it in a couple of minutes. 4, pluck, 5, pluck, 4, pluck, 5, pluck, okay? So that's what you want to kind of get good at to be able to do this song, okay? So you're going to kind of, on a D, you're going to do the intro, 4, pluck, 5, pluck, 4, pluck, 5, pluck. Do that 2 more times for a total of 4. So there's your intro, okay? You've done 4, pluck, 5, pluck 4 times, okay? Then you start singing. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she... Now we're going to switch to an A, and in the demo I realized I was going 4, pluck, 5, pluck, 4, pluck, 5, pluck. I kind of like the way that sounds. Normally though, you will grab your bass note first. Your main bass note on an A is 5. So I should have gone 5, pluck, 4, pluck, 5, pluck, 4, pluck. Normally it sounds a little weird if you start with the alternating bass note, but on this particular chord, it's kind of okay. But just pretend I didn't say that. Just stick to your main basics if you want to. The A, you can get away with it after a D, but not usually, okay? So you could easily go, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. So that sounds okay too, but this one you can actually get away with going 4-5, 4-5, which is alternating bass note first before the main one. But it's always a good idea to go 5-4, 5-4 with your main one first, whichever that is. And on an A, it happens to be 5 as your main one. D, 4 is your main one. So you have to kind of learn. This is a great song for practicing your alternating bass notes, okay? Your main bass notes and your alternating, okay? So she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be D. I was gonna say something, I can't remember what it was. I'll have to think of it. Okay, she'll be back to a D, so bass note is 4. Coming around the, now we're gonna switch to a D7th, and it's a quick switch. So if you can do that, just practice going from a D to a D7th, and that's really a good chord progression change thing to master because it comes up a lot. And you're still gonna do 4 pluck, 5 pluck. So here's your D, and here's your D7th. That second string, it's the 3rd in the chord, and it drops down. No, it's not. It's the 8th in the chord. It drops down to a 7th, okay? So there's your 7th, okay? She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. You can even lift your middle finger to get an A7 there if you wanted to. Comes. She'll be, I didn't put that in, but you can throw that in after that the end of the second line. She'll be coming around the D7th mountain. She'll be G. Coming, now G is 6 and 4. Coming around, now you have your option, you can stay on a G. Coming around the mountain she'll be, but I get bored with that, so I like to switch it up. I'm gonna go to an E minor, which is a super easy switch. And I'm gonna I'm gonna leave my pointer on the 5th string, and I'm gonna take my tom and put them underneath on the 4th string, both in the 2nd fret. That's an E minor. And I'm gonna go 6 pluck, 4 pluck, or you could go 6 pluck, 4, 5 pluck. I don't even care. It's a toss-up between 5 and 4. Which one is the best alternating? She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be. See, I did coming round the mountain. She'll be. I did 6 and 5. Now try it with 6 and 4. Coming round the mountain. She'll be. Either one. They both work. Okay. Then back to an A, 5 and 4. Coming round the, now A7th is lift your middle finger, but stay on 5 and 4. Mountain when she, for your main bass notes, right? Then back to a D, 4 and 5. Comes, she'll be, okay, I'm gonna call it out while I'm singing, so slow it down a little bit, but I won't do all the explanation. So we'll practice with the second verse. She'll be I'm on a D, 4 and 5. Driving 6 white horses when she comes. Stay on D. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she, A, 4 and 5. Or actually 5 and 4. Comes. She'll be, and that's where you can lift up your middle finger to the A7. Comes. She'll be, D. 4 and 5. Driving 6 white, D7, still 4 and 5. Horses, she'll be G, 6 and 4. Driving 6 white, E minor, 6 and 5 today, or 4. Horses, she'll be A, 5 and 4. Driving 6 white, lift your middle finger. Horses, when she, D, comes. Okay, so if I were going to end this, so we'll all singing hallelujah when she comes, we'll be singing hallelujah, we'll be singing hallelujah, we'll be singing hallelujah when she comes. I'd probably do that. I'd probably go 4 pluck, 5 pluck, 4, just to put a little punch on the ending, okay? Instead of just kind of letting it trail off. It's just kind of nice to make your audience know that this is the ending. And guess what? This is not the kind of song you'll be singing alone in your closet because it's kind of boring. This is the song you'll be singing with a crowd. It's more fun that way. So let your crowd know that that's your ending and give it a nice, oops, I'm missing my bass note. Give it a nice good strum there, okay? All right, now I'm going to play it. Excuse me. Getting over a cold. Okay. I'm going to play it in the key of G. Key of G's got a couple of interesting little things. The same pick, okay? But we're gonna go on a G, we're gonna go 6 pluck, 4 pluck, 6 pluck, 4 pluck, okay? She'll be, now this is way too low for my She'll be coming around the mountain when she... I can actually reach the notes today because I'm sick, but I'm gonna put my capo on the 3rd fret so I can show it to you in G and not have it be quite so low. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. That's still pretty low. Okay, let's put it up to 5. So your capo can just make it easier for your voice. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she... D, 4, and 5. Comes. Now here's where you can do the quick flip to D, D7. I don't have that in there, but if you want to, throw it in. Comes. She'll be... That's terrible. Comes. She'll be... totally optional, or just stay on G for twice, right? Back to G, 6 and 4. Coming around the G7th. Okay, this is optional but very helpful to get it in there because it just sounds good. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. If you play a G with your tom end on the 6th string, you have to totally re-grip with your ring finger up there. And that's a big switch for a lot of people. So I'm going to show you an alternating way to do this. Instead of playing a G like this, it's really a good idea at some point in your life to learn a second way to play a G. So what I did was I've got my ring finger on the 6th string, my tom end on the 5th string, and my pinky on the 1st string, okay? And that's hard for some people who play a G like this, but for people who play a G like this is hard. There's kind of 2 ways, and it's about 50-50 split, okay? The advantage of this way is you can go from a G to a G7 super easy. Coming round the mountain she'll be. All I did was lift up my pinky and put my pointer on the 1st string, 1st fret, way down in the corner. I don't have to do that whole shift, that whole hand shift. All I have to do, coming round the mountain she'll be. Except my ring always buzzes. Okay, gotta get a better grip. Coming round the mountain she'll be. Still got a buzz, dang it. I'm not great at this position, as you can tell. But the advantage of this position, is that you don't have to do the complete hand switch. Now I'm going to show you the advantage of the G, of like this, with the tom end on 6. It's not part of this song, I'm just going to show it to you. So if you play a G like this, and sometimes you want to do a G4. Now what was the advantage of that? Oh, you can do a G5. G5, if you want to do kind of a rock and roll G with your ring finger up on 2 and your pinky underneath, you have to learn a G like this. So a G5, at this position of a G, has the advantage of being able to add that 5th note of the chord a little bit clearer, okay? But the G like this actually has 2 advantages. It has G like this, plus being able to go to a G7, actually 3 advantages, but I don't play it like this. And going to a G4, go to your regular G and then put your... Okay, so you could do a G4 right there, G sus4, okay, by putting your pointer on the 2nd string. So it's really good to learn this position if you haven't learned it, okay? So, but I haven't learned it very well, so when I see G, my hand automatically goes to that. So I gotta do the whole flip. Some songs I really have to force myself to go to this because I just can't do. I can't do what I want to do if I'm not in this position. But this isn't that song. So will she'll be coming round the switch to G7 mountain she'll be, gets that nice sound there, then a C. Oh, that's the other advantage. Coming from the other way, it's a really easy transition into a C, which G and C usually go together in almost every song. Coming round the, okay, so on a C, your bass note is 5 and 4. Coming round the, now you could do an A minor, which would parallel the E minor that we did in the G version, when it was in the key of G. But I kind of like an A minor 7th here. Coming round the mountain she'll be. All I did was I lifted my ring finger off of the 5th string, and that gives me an A minor 7th, which I actually like a little better in this key. Instead of an A minor, I like an A minor 7th, and it's easier. So all you're going to do is lift. Coming around the mountain she'll be. Just lift your ring. Isn't that cool? D. Coming around the D7th mountain when G comes. She'll be. Okay, I'm going to do the 2nd verse, and And I'm just going to kind of call out the chords really slowly. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white. I forgot my G7. Okay, I'll fix that. And I saw another thing I gotta fix. Okay, she'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be. So that was I didn't call it out. Back to the G. She'll be driving 6 white G7 horses. She'll be C. Driving 6 white. Lift your ring. Horses. She'll be D. Driving 6 white D7 horses when she comes. Okay, if you were going to end it there, or you can go on and do the next 3 verses. Okay, so that is a fun little version of She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain. You can strum this, but it's really fast. She'll be, if you just go like this, she'll be coming round the mountain. That's really boring, okay? So you could go, she'll be coming I'm just doing down, down, up, down, down. But if everybody gets going, the speed this is supposed to be sung, you hear hands flying. She'll be coming. It's a little too much if you ask me. It just works better to go like that. And you can keep the tempo up and hopefully everybody can hear you even with the trees blowing in the wind and the campfire crackling. Hopefully just sing loud and play loud and you'll have a great time. All right. You can go to Rainy Day Guitar, you can print off both versions. They're in the same document, both the key of G and the key of D. Okay? All right, I hope you have fun with that. For more fun songs, go to rainydayguitar.com.